Peace to the gods. This is Oktane Minutes Podcast, where we review my music, at least for now. We are continuing with season 2, which is entirely produced by one Placebo from South Florida. And we're going to cover from Martyrs Become Saints, or my Martyrs Become Saints album, The Wrath of Cain. Now, you know the story of Cain and Abel. Two brothers, one pious, genuine, and the other one disingenuous. But this disingenuosity grows to become rage and jealousy as his brother was receiving all of the favors. And in the wrath, or in Cain's curse, after murdering his own brother, it is said to him that he will be looked upon with disgust, and he shall have the taste of blood in his mouth. He shall always be something that he couldn't stay nowhere for long periods of time. He couldn't make friends after that. He was cursed. Cain in the Bible, he was cursed and he was marked. They said he's a biblical figure in the book of Genesis with the Abrahamic religions. He is the elder brother of Abel and the firstborn son of Adam and Eve, the first couple within the Bible. He was a farmer who gave an offering of his crops to God. God, however, was not pleased and favored Abel's offering over Cain. Right? Treacherously murdered his brother. Abel lied about the murder to God, and as a result was cursed with the mark for life. With the earth left cursed to drink Abel's blood, Cain was no longer able to farm the land. Why did God reject his offer? One of the more popular explanations has been preferred that Abel's offering because it was the firstborn from his flock, while Cain's offer was a mere garden variety of assorted produce. He wasn't given his best. And we know, right? We know who ain't giving their best. And, however, this is how God dealt with it. And I'm not even going to go through a lyric breakdown on this one because this is more biblical stuff. So you live in the Western world, even if you are of a different faith or you don't have a faith at all, you are familiar with the story. So, I don't need to do a lyric breakdown. This is kind of like the lyric breakdown of everything, and I'm just going through things. So this is like the Christian episode, right? Martyrs Become Saints. It's history of the world and in Western religion, right? It's really a Christian album with a lot of cuss words in it. But however, he did not express remorse for his actions. He was only concerned that others might want to kill him for what he has done in his mercy. So it's almost like he knew he had to live with guilt. He had to walk the earth with guilt in his heart. And he knew that if people killed him, he could die without that guilt. But he was cursed. They put the mark on him so no one would kill him at sight. He was exiled to Nod, the land east of Eden, and he later started his own family. So, he was pushed out of perfection. He was pushed out of the realm. And I tell you what, we'll run with the different interpretations. So, and I'm just reading it per whatever. I'm not gonna do a lot of stuff off the head on this, because like I said, there's no need for a lyric breakdown because this is called The Wrath of Cain. You kill your brother, you stab him in the back, but we'll do some other references because, like I said, people who are hearing this are probably from the Western world. So I will give different things, just reading it from the reference. Prophet, tell them the truth about the story of Adam's two sons. Each of them offered a sacrifice, and it was accepted. from one and not the other. One said, I will kill you, but the other said, God only accepts sacrifice of those who are mindful of him. If you raise your hand to kill me, I will not raise mine to kill you. I fear God, the Lord of all worlds, and I would rather you were burdened with my sins as well as yours and become an inhabitant of the fire. Such is the evildoer's reward. The thing is, some people say, yo, don't raise your hand against your own brother, you will pay, even if it ain't hell, people will know that you are a piece of garbage if you do your brother dirty. So it doesn't matter how much rage and deflection you do in your real life. Karma's not a divine thing. Karma is people noticing your nature, noticing how your mind operates. And then once they get an imprint, because people don't forget. And if they do forget, people are constantly reminded. And you got to live with that. You got to live with the thought of being notified, that everybody's going to be tipped off and notified because of how you are. Yeah, we'll say man doesn't have a nature, but no. Man has a nature. He just ain't God by nature. Sometimes by nature, man can either be really kind and nurturing, or man can be very cruel and selfish. Such is the evildoer's reward. Yeah, but in his soul prompted him to kill his brother. He killed him and became one of the losers. God sent a raven to scratch up the ground and show him how to cover his brother's corpse. And he said, woe is me. Oh, I'm the victim, right? Could I not have been like this raven and covered up my brother's body? He became remorseful. So you're a piece of garbage. You know what you do. Sometimes you'll have people who will steal from you. Will steal money. For example, there's an MC who stole money from a dude in our crew. And his remorse and his guilt, the fact that he was being shamed, instead of him being remorseful, sometimes having to apologize and even forgiving yourself is rough. I deal with forgiveness. No, you don't. I've seen other guys say they had a problem with me and said they dealt with forgiveness. They didn't deal with forgiveness. No, they wanted me to go back and show them respect, or what they thought was respect for them. Forgiveness is leaving things as is and be like, well, I'm removed from the situation. But if you go back, you keep my name in your mouth with your few streams, you didn't forgive anybody. Just like this other brother who stole. He got called out. He was asked about the money. Your word is bond. You shall give your life before your word shall fail. And you killed yourself in the eyes of us. You unalived yourself in the words of us. I might have to censor that out. But it's interesting stuff. If we go to the agnostic, we're going to jump to the agnostic, where there is a God, there is divinity, but it is a thing to where, however the agnostics think that God just does his thing, we do our thing, and then we meet, and it's whatever. It's all Gucci money. In the Apocryphon of John, a work used in Gnosticism, Cain and Abel, they're archons. And to give you a quick explanation for those who are not biblically scholarly or astute, and just go to Sunday and Wednesday and just get your good news and go on about your life. Or if you just don't know, in Gnosticism, the religion closely related to it are the builders of the physical universe. Among many different groups, that includes the Ophatites and the Sethians. And in the writings of Nag Hammadi library, the archons are rulers, each related to one of the 7 planets. They prevent souls from leaving the material realm. The political connotation of their name reflects rejection of the governmental system as flawed, without chance of true salvation. The archons are the rulers of a realm within the kingdom of darkness, who together make up the prince of darkness. In the reality of the rulers, the physical appearance of archons are described as hermaphrodites. Don't demonetize me. With the faces being those of beast. So they don't have gender, and they have very striking faces. So that being in quick reference, they are offspring of lesser gods, being placed over the elements of fire, wind, water, and earth. And in this narrative, their true names are Yahweh and Elohim, but they are given earthly names as a form of deception. So to add on to that is more or less this, man. You do your people dirty, man. More or less what I'm saying in this song is that you do your people dirty, man. It does come back to you, man. Especially people who held you in some level of regard. You got to live with that. You got to live with that, man. Cats write you off. I've seen many situations where cats would take heed the word of their friend, take their friend's warning about how they're living, because in our culture, pointing out the lack of your duty or the lack of teaching, the misinformation in your teaching, and just the fact that you're not being a good example. If you're not being a good example and you know better, you're a savage. You're living a beast way of life. And you warrant correction. I mean, is it actual lashes on your bare back and ass? No. But being mocked and ostracized and sometimes banished from presence and discredited hurts a lot, hurts just as much, especially if you think that this was going to be your end ticket into controlling and controlling good people. Because thing is, man, people want to belong somewhere, and a lot of the people who do search for belonging and search for inclusion go about it the wrong way. They go about inclusion the wrong way. You will see people lie their way through life and literally sacrifice the best things of them. They will sacrifice their own truth. They will sacrifice reality under the veil of trying to fit in. Be it that it's fake love, like, okay, well, I don't like this cat, so let me go ahead and pretend to accept him, and then maybe I could try to nudge things more over my way. It happens. Happened to me a lot, where cats tried to hate on me. But there's a reason why there's a lot of cats that deal with me. The reason being is that, not to toot my horn, is that I've always prided myself on trying to be genuine and always being solid and always being a brother that came through. I can't say that for a lot of y'all, consistency and being solid. It don't matter where you from. Be a solid dude. You know? Is it necessarily as extreme as jumping in front of a bullet? Nah, not at all. But being well organized and ready to get cracking, ready to get to work whenever it's time to get to work. No complaining, no this, no that, no bullshit, no follow the raw. That's what I mean. You know, if I ask you for material, meaning that, like, if I ask you for a verse, don't come out here talking about, where's my verse? And then you get mad talking about, oh, well, jump on this. I said, no, we can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't be doing multiple business things. We got to take care of business first, and then we'll take care of other business. You know, after a while, when I don't get our end of a deal, and yeah, I'm making a reference to people, so any of the brothers hear this, they know what's up. They heard the story on this. But it's like the wrath of Cain, man. You betray your brother, you know, and you took advantage of someone's good nature, someone's good heart. But, you know, when it becomes a one-sided issue where, you know, all you do is take, and try to maneuver yourself into positions to where, you know, you're making yourself look to be something of an importance when you could have just been a cat with us on the ride, man. Ride with us on the adventure, man. Don't try to be better than us. We all on the same adventure. No one's special here. And it's not like I'm crab barreling anybody. But what I'm saying is, when we choose people to ride with us, or if you come around us and we accept you amongst us, don't take that shit for granted. There's a lot of people who don't get that chance, or people that get hated on. That I do show love to a lot of people that do maybe get hate, you know, but I thoroughly examine a lot of people. Certain cats can only get, certain people in general can only get so far with me, because there's things that I be noticing about certain people just off the first conversation. You know, when you're a cat that complain about other brothers, you are not talking about everybody else is the problem. You the problem. Because why would you speak on other men and then go out of your way to give yourself some type of inkling of that you kind of reclaimed your respect back? You know, you can't have ops if they don't live in the same state or city as you. You can't call a man an op when he lives in another place. That's childish, man. You ain't about to travel and get it, you know, get it popping. You ain't about to come to our area and bring it on. You not. Only thing you need to do is just pay what is due, and we can just clear the debt there. But, you know, there's debt to be had. But also at the same time, man, you know, if these people are supposed to be your people, also on the flip side, don't sit there and argue on your brother about his artistic vision. If he says, oh, let's do it like this, don't argue with him. He paying for it. Enjoy the ride. That's what I mean. If we on an adventure, come on the adventure with me. If you ask me to go on the adventure with you, we will make sure it happens to the best of our ability. But we not gonna just, you know, just do whatever the hell we want, and just because we thought it would be whatever for our brothers. No. It ain't about, oh, I got a better vision for you. No, his vision is his vision. Unless he comes over to your side and be like, yeah, I got something for you I think will work. You know. But aside from, you know, creativity. This is more so about, not so much, you stand your ground because you can't trust these guys. You can't trust these cats. These brothers will stab you in the back, a lot of them. Because they never came in the name of brotherhood or in the name of artistic respect. They came in the name of rugged individualism, in the name of collectivism. Like, oh yeah, we all together. It is in the name of creating a brotherhood with this, an ecosystem with this, especially with this rap shit, man. We are building an ecosystem that will last forever. As long as there are satellites in the sky and a digital system that are shooting laser beams back and forth to each other in space, the art will remain. And even then, we'll be going direct to consumer with everybody. And that's crazy. Don't you think? But enough of the talking. Shout out to the Sabasun family. This is a future recorded episode, and I'm going to be knocking out a bunch of these. And I like this format where we just break down different things and I read definition. This will be a little different in season 2. So this is the Wrath of Cain. Shout out to the Sabasun family. To my brother, the Diabolical Hideaway. Grizzly Savage. To my brother in Black and Tan. Fifthborn. To my brother in Paragon. Shout out to Prev Marco. He's not in the Sabasun family officially, but we are making an album. We're still working through things. It's just we have a lot of other projects we have to knock out. Aside from that, shout out to the my righteous brother, the Righteous Weapon, MC Gravity. Shout out to Atreyu 850. Shout out to A-Preem, the War God. Shout out to Abno. Shout out to the new 9-3, the young up and coming hard hitter with them blue collar hands. Who else, man? I ain't trying to forget nobody, but I do sometimes. It's okay, I'm human. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to Mom Placebo, who is really the main heavy factor in this series. And hopefully when I get to make an omnibus, if I make an omnibus series, we are going to have the same conversation that we are having here in the digital space. It's just that our brother Mom Placebo will be giving forewords to each song about how he constructed the beat, which is a wonderful thing. But yeah, I will holler back at y'all sooner than later. Oh yeah, you know what? Shout out to Corey Chavis. How do I forget Corey Chavis? Shout out to Tony the Goon. Shout out to DJ Camo. Not officially Sabasun, but he does send me some fire beats. And we will be covering some more DJ Camo stuff. We are working on an album. Matter of fact, by the time you get this, the album process probably would be starting. So I'm already getting ready to go into 25 minutes. So short form podcast. This has been the Oktane Minutes podcast, and I give you the Wrath of Cain. Think twice before you make the sacrifice. Disingenuous contribution for the blessings, life lessons. Fake love is never given as it is written. Living in a day and age of secret rage, you can feel the hate in incremental rate. If not checked, that shit could be your final fate. Make no mistake, you see your brother's true colors, condemned to being lost. Drink blood is the cause, the taste for it. Yeah, it's morbid, covered in suffering, so no vengeance will come among thee. Burned in the streets due to jealousy, commit felonies to tell on your own. You might go home, it ain't no love. You see the cats with the buzz doing way too much in the end of their luck. Now Leviathan is looking to crush the most corrupt. Give them your your best, don't test for whatever, or you be damned forever, damned forever. Give him your best, don't test for whatever, you be damned forever, forever, forever. Your brother's keeper to your brother's killer. We know who did it, but it's still a thriller. The wrath of Cain, you did it for the gain. The pain is infamous. Your brother's keeper to your brother's killer. We know who done it, but it's still a thriller. The wrath of Cain, you did it for the gain. The pain is infamous. Run and hide your face, toss stones, layers. There's always naysayers, even the minor players. Not everyone's your fam and they wish you damn. Paid to hell, meaning good and well. Users, perpetrators, even traitors, steal your style and claim to inspire. This soon shall give them hellfire, and it's crispy to the bone. The temptation be gone, it has to be strong. The journey is long, sometimes it's too late to piece it out. The beast spirit is out now, so hear the roar. It's always wanting more. Even the humble is able, giving you all just to lose your life. Present your best, but keep your vest. The fatal shot comes in hot. Understand the parable and the plot. Check it. Give them your best, don't test for whatever, or you be damned forever, forever. Give them your best, don't test for whatever, or you be damned forever, whatever. Your brother's keeper to your brother's killer. We know who done it, but it's still a thriller. The wrath of Cain did it for the gain. The pain is infamous. Your brother's keeper to your brother's killer. We know who did it, but it's still a thriller. The wrath of Cain, he did it for the gain. The pain is infamous. Yo, the pain is infamous.